Hello, and welcome to a new episode in the Placement Talk series. So, today we have Mihir Agarwal with us. He has a really diverse background, ranging from having a research profile to being really outgoing, leading two clubs and chapters and VIT, and also finally being placed at Shell. So, hi Mihir, how are you?
Hi Akash, I'm great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm great too. So, can you please describe your exploration journey of engineering at VIT?
Talking about my journey at VIT, I had joined in VIT as a mechanical student. I thought that as I liked physics really in my 11th 12th, so mechanical will be the subject most close to it. So, but then when I spent my first 6 months studying Python and learning to code, it was really fun and all those like things like predicting things using machine learning models and all these things really excited me to change my branch to CSE. So after migrating my branch to CSE,
So, I believe Tony Stark, also Iron Man, would have played a great role in your decision of choosing mechanical. So then welcome to CSEs. And how did you identify your focus area as a CS engineer? And what all work did you do to develop upon your skills?
so talking about my journey in coding specifically, like I didn't know anything about coding till my 12th standard, and when I joined college, I spent my first year knowing the basics in C++ and Python, like basic for loop and if else, and I spent many questions on it to understand it completely. And then I started my development journey in my second year. I was really excited about Android and how all these applications are made. And so I spent around 6 months learning Android on Android Studio. And after that, I did an internship in Android as well uh, at Alphelius. It's a startup at in VIT incubation itself. So uh, then I thought that I should try other areas as well. So I started learning machine learning uh, in my fourth semester, and then since then it's my main domain as I really loved it. And in my third year, we have a mandatory subject of internet and web programming in VIT. So while doing it, I learned the basics of web development, and that was all the basic journey of me
Great,
in coding.
great. So were you a part of any clubs and chapters? I believe you were able to lead two chapters at VIT. Can you please describe upon your journey?
Yes, so I joined clubs in my second year because it was not decided which branch I will be in. So in my second year, I joined one first club, the next chapter. It's the book reading club, and another is the Toastmaster International. It's a public speaking club. So like I really wanted to improve uh, my English and my public speaking skills. That's why most of the clubs I joined were like book related to books, related to reading and public speaking. So, and I also joined an NGO, which is a Leo club. So, and then in my third year, I got promoted as a board member. In the next chapter, I was the general secretary, and in the Toastmaster International, I was the treasurer. So, as a board member, it's really fun to run the whole club and create and uh, conduct events and manage everyone. And we really grow a lot in overall aspects, and our overall development is really good if we join a few clubs in VIT.
Great. So that sums up all your background journey. And now coming to the fourth year, when placement starts at VIT. So starting with the slot one companies with Microsoft, what all companies did you have the chance to sit for the interviews, and how was your experience about it?
My placement journey, I had given the interviews of Society General, Make My Trip, TCS Digital, and Shell and Bajaj Finserv. So in Society General, I cleared my first coding round, and I cleared my first interview as well. But then, due to some issues, my second interview was not able to get scheduled. In the Make My Trip, the same I cleared the first round, which consisted of SQL questions, two coding questions, and DBMS OS. In the interview as well, they asked all these things, and I was able to answer most of them. But where I lagged was that the profile was web development, and my interviewer asked more towards uh, the web development, but my area profile was machine learning. So it was the job didn't match with me. Then coming to next, TCS Digital, it was around 3 hour test where we had given uh, three questions, and I cleared that. And then in the second, there was only one interview, which consisted of both managerial and technical round. There were three people who were interviewing me, and the interview went for around 30 minutes. It was quick, and they then came the results, and I got selected. And on the same day, evening, my result for Shell came, and I got selected for Shell. Talking about the interview process of Shell, the first round was conducted at 7 in the morning, which was, I think, the first task. And then the in the in the first coding round, there were same two coding questions, or the questions on OS and DBMS, and the aptitude as well. Then there was only one interview, which was again both managerial and technical. There were two people taking my interview, and in this interview they didn't talk much about coding questions, but they were more focused on my projects, and they really asked me deep into the projects and tried to know if I did my projects myself. And this was mainly the process for my placement.
Okay, great. So, coming to any advices that you may have for the juniors who are preparing for placements at VIT and any other colleges in India.
Yes, so for placement, I think the way I prepared was I started competitive coding and DSA. I had learned it through Coding Ninjas, but you can also learn it through anywhere like YouTube or Geeks for Gigs. Like, just there are few topics, around 10 topics, and but it will take time, and you will have to like at least do regular around 5 to 6 questions for a month or two. Then you will be like good enough for the interviews. And and I learned DBMS and OS through YouTube. Like, you can watch it on 2x speed, and like really complete it quickly. Don't spend too much time on networking, and also you have to practice aptitude as well. There are some websites for it, which you can add in the description. So like these, you have to study all these things. Just even if you leave one of the thing, it might come back later.
Okay, great. So this sums up Mihir's journey into finally getting placed at Shell. Stay tuned for more success stories, and तब तक के लिए दुआ में याद रखना. Thanks.